towards the darkness. Nah, yo, look towards the light.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, 5-5 over their last 10 games, but they're not satisfied with 500 ball, looking to tack one onto the win tally tonight. And as we march toward the end of the regular season, Shaq, I want your opinion on
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. You look at Orlando, 10 games back from the top spot. They're still jockeying for position.
And I think for the Magic, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
It really is amazing how far they've come in the course of one season, from afterthought to title contenders.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Houdini is out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Here's Houdini. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Poked loose. George against Oladipo. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. There's the double team with Allen. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel.
Well, out of the break, guys, he's managed to turn it over twice now, and that doesn't bode well for the rest of the quarter if he doesn't shake out of it and tighten things up.
Now, here is Hill. He's coming off a 10-point game against Chicago. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Vucevic a screen on Hill. Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. The Magic shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The season series is tied up going into tonight's game, and he said the thing that makes this such a compelling matchup for the fans is the strategic elements as well as the big plays. He told me, we're facing a team that really knows how to play. They execute their offense. There's not a whole lot of sloppiness. It's just a suspenseful, back-and-forth battle. Kevin, it should be fun.
Very good, Doris. Thanks. Well, guys, you think they'll be able to make that strategy work for them?
You know, they're a very high-percentage shooting team, so he's right to focus on playing the tight D. As for whether it'll work, we'll see.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your hat. Even tough D can be outdone by good offense.
Here's Houdini. Paul George making his last shot. Shot clock at 3. Here's Houdini. And that's collected by Hill.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And Orlando has possession. George Hill missing his last shot. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Ellis. Houdini passes to Gordon. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Buries it from three-point range. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
And that one's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Here's Houdini. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Freak number 1,
Quite a roll he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
That one is no good.
Usually, free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
And George kicks to Hill. Hill against Vucevic. Ellis outside. Shoots the three. Kept alive by Indiana. The Magic trail by 3. There's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Oladipo.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But guys, the pass for me, even better. He absolutely put that on a platter for him.
Here's George. After the made shot from Victor Oladipo, it's stolen by Harris. Paul George with the steal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. George has got 6. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too. Over these last 10 games on the Magic schedule, this is how they stack up here. First in shooting percentage. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 1 in opponent scoring. They don't allow teams to get into a rhythm offensively, and thus they're able to hold those points down.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Hill with him. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Active hands prevented an easy bucket that time.
Here's Houdini. Gordon kicks to Harris. And it's all evened up.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Outside, George. Pass to Stuckey. Dishes it to Williams. George against Harris. Shot clock at 5.
At the line, struggling at the line, struggling. There's a better way to put it. But you like the fact they're getting there.
Stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And that one's good. 8 points for Tobias Harris.
And he placed that
in on the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Magic trail by 5. Here's Houdini. Harris up top from about 19 feet. Rebound by Williams.
That hit, you don't get many looks better from that range.
Outside for George. Good, and it's Williams who picks.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Here's Houdini looking for Harris. He gets it there. No good.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Stuckey dishes to Sanders. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, the free throw line has really hurt him.
Yeah, it's been a rough start there, and they could lose those points, no doubt about it.
Over. The Magic trail by 10. So on the floor for Orlando. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Oladipo is out there with Houdini. And it's Hezonja in at the small forward position. Gets it down to single digits. Hezonja's got 7 points.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics got down to business. He finished with 30 points, and he did his thing on the defensive side as well, nabbing more than his share of steals. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Hill kicks to Hill. Nice D from Oladipo.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That three off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
The three. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Pick up by Hill. To the paint, off the pick. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Here's Azania. Gets the jumper from a corner to fall. Azania's got 9.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Ellis goes in. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Pacers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Watson, he's checked in for the Magic.
Taking 2 shots.
And Ellis drops them both. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Chicago.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
Here's Houdini. Poked away. Ellis, the pass to George. Cannot hit. Nice D from Houdini. The Magic trail by 8. For 3. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Outside, George. They set the screen. It's Allen, top of the key. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Here we go, Pacers fans.
Okay, with this break, let's run down the point guards with the most assists in the league in the past 10 games. Number 1.
And for the purist out there, he has been fun to watch with the ball in his hands. I mean, he can make any pass on the court and creates so many easy baskets for his teammates.
Call him their heart and soul. I mean, their offense would be completely different if he wasn't the guy running the show.
Now Williams, 6 points for him. Turner with the screen for Williams. Cannot hit. And Orlando the other way now. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Screen by Sanders. Feeds it to Turner. No good. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic trail by 6. Here's Houdini. Vucevic, a screen on Williams. Here's Houdini.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and Clark, the dunk, caps it off.
Well, you know, for me, guys, it's all about positioning and anticipation on those screen plays, and they got it right there.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Goes up off the pick, and the rejection by Sanders. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Williams gets the bucket.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Sanders with the double team. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Gordon.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Sanders dishes to Turner. And there's the pass to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, and causing a lot of turnovers, Greg, as you well know, means cashing in on those opportunities, which really can put a team in a bad way in a hurry. Finally, he's starting to convert after working his way to the line time and time again. We'll see if he can maintain the pace.
Both shots good from the stripe.
That's more like it. For a free throw shooter of his caliber, it's really out of character to see him struggle like that.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Pacers lead by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Some ground for you to make up, no doubt, here in the first half. What are the areas you need to improve on to get back even with them?
I think we just need to
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And let's head out there in the third with one play in mind that will get our offense rolling. The pick and roll. Let's see what kind of answer they have for that. We know we can take their best punches and hang with them. Now it's time to hit them with everything we got and see how they handle it.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. The Magic trail by 4. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Indiana, we've got George Hill. Hill is out there with Allen. Then it's Paul George, and it's Ellis, and at the 2 guard. Here's Houdini. Out to Harris. The 3. But they get it back.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And George gets it to go.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Houdini. The kick out to Oladipo. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Vucevic has got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Hill drives in. And he lays it straight in. Hill's got his second basket.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Ellis outside. Soft touch off the glass. And now a 9-point Indiana lead.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Teams value the 3 so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. Number 1, the Magic.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Vucevic is screen on Hill. Here's Houdini.
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for man. Oh, man, was that
And no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Vucevic is screen on Ellis. To the inside. It's stolen by Allen. George with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. Hill has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. And Hill over to help. Houdini passes to Vucevic. From 10 feet out. Paul George grabs the miss. Indiana leading by 9. Allen with the screen for George. Hill inside. He's against Gordon.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
That's his second personal foul.
The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight. That free throw, no good. Kazanya, he's checked in for 29 seconds left to play in the third. Gordon with a screen on Stuckey. Inside. Gordon kicks to Vucevic. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And here's George. 11 points in the game. 1 second left, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And here's George for 3. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers up 7. And coming up as soon as... And the final period of play just about to start. Pacers leading by 7. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Payton is out there with Houdini, and it's Payne in at the 3 spot. And George, here we go. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
No good from Houdini.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And George, here we go. It's rebounded by Payton. The Magic trail by 9. Here's Houdini. And a miss there on the triple.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
George with the ball. Working on Payne. Paul George again. George has got the lead up to 11 now for Indiana. Orlando's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Houdini passes to Vucevic. And that one's good.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Pacers leading by 9. Hill kicks to George. And Hill has it in the corner. Passes to Sanders. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pick up by Hill. Shot clock at 6. Hill dishes to Hill. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 8 points for Hill.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Houdini. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Lavoy Allen's checked in for Indiana. Ellis comes in for Rodney Stuckey. Orlando also making some changes. Harris comes in for Payne. And it's Oladipo in for Elfrid Payton.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
The dish to Harris. On the wing, Gordon. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Vucevic is screen on Hill. Down low. Count it, and the Pacer lead has been kept back down to 11. Some big points there from Vucevic.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Pick up by Hill. And George, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? 15 points, a couple of nice steals, too.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hill. Gordon, the pass to Harris. Here's Houdini. And it's sent back by Hill.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
There's the steal. Here's Houdini. He kicks it to Vucevic. On the wing, Harris. Another shot. Excellent D there from Allen. Pacers leading by 12. Ellis dishes to George. Takes the three. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And Hill over to help. Paul George with the steal. Right side Hill, 13 feet away. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 6 assists now in the game. Hey guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now here is Hill. Outside, George. And again, it's Indiana.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here we go, Pacers fans. Now coming on the court are your teammates.
The Magic trail by 17. Gordon with a screen on Hill. There's the double team with Allen. Harris outside. He dishes it to Oladipo. And that one's good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Hill with it. Outside, George. Pick up by Hill. Kicks it to Ellis. The baseline J. Here's Allen. And it's blocked by Gordon. And here comes the break. Here's Houdini. Second chance shot. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Clearly a mental lapse at an inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a terrible mistake, Greg, to make it any time. But it's really exacerbated when you make it at this time.
Ellis outside. Hill sets the screen for Ellis. To the middle. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So far in the game for Hill, he has 9 rebounds and 10 points.
Jordan Hill. 2 shots.
He's off on the second. The Magic trail by 16. Here's Houdini. Ball's knocked loose. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Yeah, I like the discipline, the self-control, and the patience, Kevin.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
Greg, I know exactly what you're referring to. I mean, with this victory, they'll get the edge in the season series by taking 2 of their 3 meetings.
No surprise here. Just a big-time performance for George. Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Turner kicks to Stuckey. At the elbow, Sanders. Pass to Hill. 6 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Orlando grabs the miss. And he lobs it up.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
No doubt about it, unless you're the donkey. Because if you're the dunker, it's great. I don't necessarily appreciate somebody slamming one on the top of my head.
Well, you got to get out from under the hoop if you want to stay away, if you want to stay out of the poster.
Houdini out to Smith. Tries again. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Williams. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. Some good competition.
Guys, Paul George.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Paul George. He had an outstanding fourth quarter where he really shined, pouring it on heavy down the stretch.
Boom, boom, boom.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this.